Today, I was talking to an old family member, and it brought back some memories that I tried to forget, but too late. It's already there. So that was at a time in my life where I was having a mental breakdown. I wasn't eating, I wasn't sleeping, I was even afraid of the smell of food, just scared of everything. And when you scared and you feel that way, the one thing you was always taught is I can run to the church. Well, I went to church, but this one night, this feeling was so overwhelming that I called the church people to my house. They agreed to come over. They gonna anoint the doors, pray with us, everything. But see, when I came out that room, I had one piece of hope that I was holding on to. One. And that hope was even, I was afraid of the hope that was in my hand. There was one pill that the doctor said will help me get some sleep. But I'm scared to take this pill because every time I close my eyes, I'm having a dream about somebody trying to take me out. So if I close my eyes again, I ain't gonna make it. So I got this pill in my hand and I'm holding on to it. I'm scared to take it, but I'm just holding on because this is my hope. So the saints came in, walked around my house, prayed over every door, put their crosses there. And then they say, come on, let's lock hands and hold hands together. But remember, I can't lock hands with them because I'm holding on to my hope that's in my hand. One of those women say, put it on the table. Reluctant to remove it from out of my hand. I slowly set it on that table. And I had walked around with that pill in my hand all day long because I knew in my mind that I could make a choice of whether I'm going to try this pill that I'm scared to swallow water, or am I just going to keep on hanging on to it? I let hope go and set it on that table. And as those women start to pray and pray and pray, I felt like things had changed. Something was moving in there. And the next thing I know, this prayer is over with, and it's time for these ladies to leave. When the ladies leave, my hope left with these ladies. Now, mind you, mentally, I'm losing it. But I got 8 children at this time. Where did my hope go? I'm crawling around on the floor looking everywhere for this hope. Because every fear in me is that one of my kids is going to now find it. And then somebody going to come and take my kids away. So I need to find it. I'm crawling all over the floor and I can't find it nowhere. I got up off of that floor and I ran out the door and I started saying, I ran after those ladies' car. And they stopped. Listen, I put my pill on that table. I can't find it. Where is it? One of the ladies in the car say, you don't need that pill. We prayed for you. You'll be just fine. Don't worry about it. No, I really need that pill. I can't find it. I set it on the table, and that's my hope. Where is it? Another lady in the car. Shauna, just go back in the house. You'll be all right. I begged and pleaded with them. Please don't leave. Help me find this. Please don't leave. And I continued to run after their car after they just drove away. And all could be done was my sister and them just was standing there watching me fall apart as I'm running after this car. When they finally left, I ended up going back in the house. And all I can do is pace the floor, pace the floor, pace the floor all night long, looking for that hope. But those ladies in the car said they didn't know where it was. And to be going through what I was going through at that time sent me to another level. And if you don't understand, this pill was something I had never taken before. But I had it. And to me, it was my hope. And if I wanted to, I could have. But when that car left, they took my hope away with it. So fast forward. I asked later on, probably about 4 months down the road, we still going to church with these ladies. It was 4 ladies there that night. I asked each one, did you take my hope off the table? All these people that came and prayed for me all said, no, they didn't take it. They stuck with that story for about a year. Then I asked one of those ladies again. And one of those ladies said, girl, don't worry about that pill no more. Such and such took that pill that night and got rid of it. Now see, this the kind of story that I take into consideration of some people I let inside my house, and regardless of what you thought was good or not good for me. But you coming in my house to lay hands and pray over my house and hold my hand and pray with me. And with those same mouth that you saying those prayers with is the same mouth that you use to lie to me and tell me that you didn't take that pill off that table. And the one that took it kept with that same story. And until this day, still never admitted that she was the one that took it. And guess what? Because of, I feel like on that day, she took my hope away from me. I've never been able to trust her again. You can't go somewhere and say you're doing God's work and do evil at the same time. And so if you want people to be drawn to that, make sure you walking right when you coming in Jesus' name. Because I just believe that if God sent you, there is no reason to lie. Now that's what I believe. But then too, I can look at it and say, I didn't need that pill. I didn't need it. I never said I was going to take it. But it still hurt my feelings that she did that to me. And so I felt like tonight I needed to come and get that up off my chest so I can be free from that. Because it literally made me cry today, even thinking about it. Now, thank you all for being here and listening. I am Life with Tashana, and sometimes I come in the room and I just tell whatever story I want to tell, and I try not to look at the chat and stuff like that because I'll get lost in the sauce. Those who've been here before, they know how I roll sometimes. I'm an iffy person over here. Not in that kind of way. But how y'all doing tonight? Hey, Shack Rack and Black. How you doing? Callie, how you doing tonight? Good to see you again. Yeah, and there's another part that goes with this story, but that one right there just touched me tonight, and I didn't want to go to sleep with that one there on me. But there is a whole nother part of the story of how I got to the part where the mental breakdown was, because there was a time in my life that somebody used witchcraft against me. Some people call it roots, whatever. Those roots is the words that I used. Hey, pretty brown. It's good to see you. But there is a story that's behind this, and you'll hear me touch back on it again later on down the line. And I don't know what I'm waiting on to talk about that story, but that one's definitely going to be a series because it's a very long story of how I got there. But that was something that I needed to get up off of me. And one other thing that I want to say, and I'm going to keep on touching on this until I get to the point of where I'm able to get this off too. If you're a rock thrower, and I'm not talking about rocks you go out and skip across the road or none of that. I'm talking about your words. You throw rocks and then you hide your hand. If you throw a rock across my fence, I got a tennis racket and I slap them back over the fence. So you rock throwers, you throw stones over here, you might get hit back in the eye with your rock that you threw. So be very careful of when you throwing your rocks and hiding your hand. I like to play hide and seek. Now, Pretty Brown, how you doing tonight, honey? It is very good to see you out and about. Thank you, Callie. I am sure going to sleep. I'm doing everything, even though if my story don't make sense to nobody, whenever I get ready to tell it, it'll make sense to somebody and whoever is supposed to make sense to when they get there. But anything I feel like is bothering me, I'm gonna come and I'm gonna talk about it. Probably not everything, but most of it. I'm gonna come and talk about it and free myself. That's something I'm working on this year. I said that last year, came back and switched it around, changed it up. But I'm going through my process. I'm working on it. So I didn't come on to stay on very long, but I did say that I'm gonna keep on um coming and get myself back in the groove, like I've said 101 times before. Um, and woosah, I feel better already with everything that I just said. I'm light, and it only took me 16 minutes to say it. So you all, I'm not gonna be on here that long at all unless somebody got a question or something that they want to ask. Feel free to ask away. I know y'all, some of y'all missed the beginning of it or whatever, but feel free to hit the replay. But if that is all, um if you ain't got no food growing nowhere in your house, because over here we're the high class gardeners and that just means we grow food over here, but we don't mess with bugs and we don't put that funny stuff on our plants either. But we bougie like that over here. We get our husbands to pick the worms and bugs off the plants. But anyway, that's all that it take to qualify you as a high class gardener. You don't mess with the bugs and the worm. But for those of you who don't know, there are food shortages that's getting ready to come up again. So if those things right there, bother you a little bit, put you some food in the ground. You can grow a lot of stuff within 3 months. So you just never know what these shortages are going to bring. I think we all get annoyed with them or whatever, but whether the shortages are coming or not, grow you some food, baby. You ain't got to be no pro at it. Just put you some seeds in the ground and watch it grow. You'll get more excited about it as it go. But anyways, y'all stay prayed up and paying attention to what's going on in this world. And when I say that, I don't mean like sit there and watch it over and over again, because I don't sit and watch the news and stuff all day every day, because I can't do nothing about everything that's going on the news. I participate in the things that I can do something about. So they were talking about it on the news. Yes, they have the seas blocked off so that cargo can't get through. So we gonna have some problems, and I don't see that stuff getting any better anytime soon. And they are major waterways that the food supply and things come in. So things like maybe you wanna. I don't want to be responsible for telling nobody what it is they got. You know what your family eat, those things that you eat, or whatever. Go ahead and start stocking up on those dry item things. But I can tell you the things that I'll be trying to stock up on during the time. I ain't worrying about nothing but some rice. If me and my kids got to eat collard greens and sweet potatoes every day, that's what we'll be eating. We got we got other things growing over here too, but like I said, if all go bad, we got some vegetables and stuff over here to eat. So you know, uh we gotta be and stay prepared. Okay then. And if you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. So I try to stay ready. And on top of that, I got chickens and I got pigs too. We don't really do the pig thing, but honey, let something go down. We gonna be some pig eating people. if we have to. But we use them. You can barter and you can do all kinds of things with everything. You don't have to eat everything that you eat. You grow something, somebody next door to you might be growing something different. I grow stuff that I don't eat all the time. And you know what? I got neighbors and stuff that like it. They'll give me a fruit tree or something like that from over in theirs on. I can give them an overflow of what I got, and some stuff I sell it also. So trust me, there's a lot of different things that you can do with the stuff that you grow. Get beans too. My mama raised us on rice and beans, honey. Hey, I grow my own beans, and them the only thing that I know how to put in the jar and because I don't know how to can or know none of that stuff, but I do be putting stuff. I put a lot of stuff in the deep freezer. Hey Mo, how you doing? What it do? I put stuff in the deep freezer, and then like dried beans and things like that right there. But I haven't learned how to can yet. That's my next thing that I'm working on. And I was talking to Miss Coffee last night, and Miss Coffee know how to do those things. So Miss Coffee might need to set up her little class over there that I can come and sit in or whatever. I'll be willing to pay for that class for her to teach me how to do some canning. um that would be amazing. Because I'm interested in it, and I've watched a couple of things, but I'm just like, what if I chip the jar or something like that? I always be doing the most when on the thought process. Oh, you high class for real. Yeah, well, girl, if you call that high class right there, me and Cassie was sitting at this. One of the people in the chat was sitting in here talking about it. We just came. All of a sudden, we was the high class. Oh, you high class over here when you you don't believe in picking no bugs and stuff off your own plant. Yep, I am then. Cause honey, let me see a worm or something crawling on one of them plates. I'm done in that area for the day with gloves on and all. I grew up on canned tomatoes. Hey Mo, that's my thing right there. I love to put a little vegetable oil in the bottom of the pan, dice up some onions and throw them in there, stank up the house a little bit, with that. And then, sometimes I like to put the tomatoes and, just hit them with the blender just like one little bit of time to like cut them up a little bit more. Oh Lord. And I don't really got to have the peppers, but mm, oh yes. Oh, Callie, you got your mason jars ready. We love to cut up some good old Georgia sausages that we be getting from the meat house, sizzle them up a little bit and throw them on top of that. So then you got some sausage, tomatoes, and rice. Because us over here giving away our poor man meals. Some boiled chicken and rice. Yeah, so girl, I love some tomatoes now. Yeah, pour it over some rice, and I like to have a lot. I like to listen. How we over here on all this food? Oh yeah, Callie, what you say? They empty. That's all right. You got a head start, even though they empty, and we can work on putting something in there. Um, but yeah, I haven't even. I got some mason jars, but I don't got that many to be like. I don't got enough to be talking about canning for. Oh, I was finna say, Pretty Brown. I was like, you do not like no tomatoes. That's somebody else. I had the wrong person. Hey, Silky Black, how you doing tonight? Um, but yeah, that's the only thing I haven't did any preparation for. Now cucumbers, I've put them in the jar, but you know what? You put those in the jar, you be with some vinegar, salt, and pepper. Them don't last that long, and they still be in the refrigerator. I'm looking for stuff that I want to can, and then you can can cucumbers too like that. See, I just gotta know. I just gotta know what I'm doing. I don't know, because I have seen somebody do that, but I make get the cucumbers off the vine, dice them all up, and I just make big bowls of vinegar, salt, and pepper, and then I pass them out to the family. But I mean, it's so many things. But here in Florida, it's hard. It's growing cucumbers and stuff be a headache for me. It's squash, zucchini, all that kind of stuff. It's kind of like a headache because the squash. the squash bugs, what you call them things, the borers. The borers are horrible here, and you have to constantly be putting something down, or you gotta grow them on the inside or something like that. Yeah, all that good stuff. Child, I'm all over this lady canning page. Oh, who you looking at? That's canning. Ain't even oh, just because you're looking at it don't mean that you're thinking about. Yeah, the aphids is a different, a little bit different that's them little old bitty tiny bugs that be all over the back of your on, like, I see them mostly be like they'll mess up your cabbage and your collard greens, like during the during like the hot seasons or whatever. Like they horrible here. Like during this cool time, the collard greens be, girl, they be looking so beautiful over here. Oh, and she dehydrates too. What you said? What did you say? Who is the person you say do that? I'm about to try potatoes because of you. Yeah, Silky Black. That's easy. It's easy. Um, and I had somebody even tell me that I should stop telling people how to do this. I'm like, you know that you got that's that crab in the barrel mentality. Is like, no, shoot, if somebody asks me or whatever, my neighbors be looking over the fence sometimes. She said, I hope you don't mind that I be looking. Child, look on over here. Child, what you got any questions? Just like, yeah, how do you do this right here? And honey, I go right along with it and be telling her how to grow it. I even give her some stuff. Here, try this right here. Go put it in the ground or whatever. I got, once you plant sweet potato vines somewhere in your yard, 9 times out of 10 they're gonna keep on growing back in that spot. Like, you'll miss something or whatever. That's one thing I love about a sweet potato. I can always go back to the area that I had some in before, and I'm guaranteed in about another 3 or 4 months I'm gonna have another batch of sweet potatoes that I did not plant there. I didn't do no work for them. They just grow because they grow there, and they taste way more better than they do from out of the store and all of that good stuff. Right now I got tons. I just went out there and I must have, while it's this cool out there, I got tomatoes that's growing the best of the best. My children watching them things, thinking about fried green tomatoes already. But Silky Black, it is so easy to grow any. Well, here I am, because I think you further up north. But yep, any potatoes. Man, please, sweet potatoes. I've grown sweet potatoes, but didn't even plant them in the ground. I just had a pile of mulch, pushed the vines up under the mulch, and they just found their way to grow right inside that mulch. And then it's so easy to pull them right out of there. You just grab the vine from the outside and pull on them, and the potatoes just come flowing from out of the mulch. I heard somebody say that it works. I tried it and it absolutely worked. So I'll be trying to grow things all kinds of ways. My pineapples. I don't grow pineapples inside of dirt. I have some that are planted in dirt, but the ones that I was showing on my page that I got, all of the ones that I got, they are all inside. I got them in a box that I built, and it has nothing but mulch in it. And in time, mulch breaks down into, it composts down. So, but I don't, and that's it. And I just water it. And every year, last year, I think my pineapple plants, I think we got 8 pineapple last year. So I can't imagine what we was getting. And some of them had two heads on each one. But I'm in Philly right now. In those northern areas, this y'all can do good with cabbage and with cabbage and collard greens, broccoli and things like that. I grew some good broccoli one time, but when they be putting out those, you have to feed it so much. But I mean, anything that you feel like you want to try and grow. You only fail at it if you don't try it. That's all. Um, I was just thinking I just think it's interesting because she have soups and all in them cans. It's a lady on here by the name of uh every time I try to say somebody's name, I can't never get it together. I need to I need to cut it out. Her name is Heart something. I'm finna tell you right now what her name is because I did this the other night trying to call out something and then I didn't have I couldn't even say the name right. Her and her husband run like a little thing and they do the canning and stuff like that. Her name, they're Homestead Heart. They do she do canning on her page, but she's so good at it. I'm sure like you got to go back and like find like her other videos or whatever. You know, she be moving along, but I want something. You know, I like people to slow walk me when I'm learning how to do stuff like that, you know, because I don't think so. Let me see the other thing that I called out the other night. I was trying to tell y'all about this new song that I'm listening to by his name Friday, and it's called When It Comes to You. I love that song. And then what else I was saying the other night? I named the other song that I was telling y'all about. As I hate when I be doing that. Then I'm trying to tell somebody about something and then you can't even tell them. Then I say, let me see else. Sounds like the page I be on, but it's like Rebel Homestead or some. Yeah, this one is Homestead Hearts. And they too it's a black couple that's they do a lot of different things. I'm going to give it a listen. Yeah, I love that song and when I listen to it, um it make me think about me. It don't make me think about how I'm going to give somebody else consideration. It's like I feel like that those words are for myself. And then the other one that I was trying to say the other night was this one is a gospel song. I've been listening to so much stuff. Her name is Lady Harmony. Better Than Good to Me. Woo! I can put that one on repeat and play that one all night long on repeat, just in my headphones. So those are the two songs that I was trying to name to you all the other night, and I couldn't spit it out for nothing in the world. But I got so many. I don't even know if I have my playlist available that people can see or whatever. But I think I got every song. I don't know. Another one, "Dependable God" by Bold Beautiful Believer. Um, but no, that's not the name of the person. His name is oh gosh, I can't even see his name, but that's who that Bold Beautiful Believer is the person who uploaded it on here. But I like to go to the person. I can't see what his name is. So and I don't want to play this song and then get my page flagged for um playing. But you know, I gave y'all some music that I'm talking that I that I roll with, but those right there is the songs that I'm into right now. You know, and here I am, I'm babbling on. I think, you know, when I'm rambling, I'm rambling. But mm-mm. But I think I've said everything that I need to say, and hopefully I haven't missed anybody's comment. I don't think I did. I think I did good tonight. I'm trying to learn how to pay attention to the chat. Some people be saying they be in here talking and Girl, you just leave the chat behind or whatever. But I'm trying to get better. But yeah, I think my mind is very clear right now. Thank y'all again for joining me tonight. Until next time, I'm gonna try to come on here tomorrow. I don't even know, but we'll see what come up with. um, y'all have a good night. See y'all next time. Grow some food, okay?